Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before, you've wandered across my little corner of the internet. Today, I'm going to show you a couple of things that rather shocked me, or at least one thing that shocked me, and a couple of things I've been printing and having fun with, and one that wasn't so much fun. So, what have I been having fun with? I've been creating alphabets for an order. And of course, they're in all different colors. The second to last tray is on my A1 printer. So I don't have the stats proof-wise yet, but I can tell you it's not creating a lot of poop, which we like, right? It's printing up beautifully, and they are lightweight. So as per request, they can use the tacky, um, the blue stuff that you can use to hang posters and stuff on your wall. They can use that. So we have all kinds of creatures here in our alphabet. And I'm thinking that she is going to be putting them in her reading corner. Um, so that will be fun. The ones printing out now have some pink, and then the last few letters will have some yellow. So they print it up beautifully. When they print, it's a little confusing. So I will let you know that these came off of Maker World. Sorry, let me gather this one up. And when they print, and you're looking at your printer, they print this way. Okay, so when you're looking at your printer plate and you go to pull them off, you see the black. You don't see the colored part. So when it first goes down, do not think you've made a mistake. The color will go down first, and then the black goes down over top. Because I can show you closely enough here. Let me see. Whoop. See the texture there is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't. But there's a good view of the texture. Then when we turn it over, the texture is a little different. It's more of you can see the lines going. Okay, so this texture is the plate texture. That's a good way to describe it. It's nice and smooth. The kids will love it. So there was those. And so far for this whole pile, right here, I've only got this much poop. That's it. Because there's really not a lot of color changing, okay? But then I thought, this one popped up on my radar. And I thought it was kind of cute. It's a Pokemon, of course. Which one is it? That's a good question. Umbreon? It's one of my granddaughter's favorites. Now, here's the story. It was done on the S1 and came from Maker Online and said it was 5 inches tall. Now, if you want to have a look here, we get 3, maybe 3¼ inches. Just maybe. No, we get 3. 3 inches. Not the 5 that it stated, but that was okay. It'll fit nicely on the shelves that she has for her collection. Now, this little Umbreon weighs in at, let me grab my note here, 0.5 of an ounce. That's all he weighs in at, 0.5 of an ounce, okay? So we'll set him there. And then I went around the back of the machine to empty the poop bucket. And this is where we came into the poop issue. All of this poop was created by that little guy. So keep in mind, our little embryon weighs 0.5 of an ounce. This poop weighs 6.4 ounces. That is incredible, guys. That is insane to my mind. I can't even comprehend it. And is a reason that these tool changers that do one color and then switch heads and do the next color and then switch back, like, they're going to become very popular very quickly, because as our beautiful projects become more detailed, this is happening. But hopefully with something like your Anycubic, Kobra X, your Snapmaker U1, your FlashForge Creator 5, that have different tool heads and different ways of doing things, you're going to get less poop. As you know, I bought a Kobra X and I was so excited. I was over the moon. I was saving on filament. I wasn't going to have huge bags of poop. Guess what, guys? It didn't work. Now, mine is not the usual case, okay? Let me stress that. Not a lot of people have had problems with their Kobra X. Mine just simply, no matter what we tried, no matter what videos we watched, no matter what the help desk suggested, it was a no-go. It would work fine to print the test prints, but anything else, even off of a memory thing, would not work. And so it went back. They were very good about that. They were very good about the refund process. So I have no worries. Would I order another one? Probably. Did I order another one? No. I went for a Snapmaker U1, which has 4 tool heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it just switches in and out. So when this one printed, let's say, this part here, it printed all the black. Then it switched to printing this little strip of yellow on a line, back to the black, back to the yellow, back to the black. And it had to do it so many times, right? For each and every one of those colors, it had to do that. Well, when we get the new Snapmaker, it won't have to do that. It will simply park the color with the black in the tool head. It will go over, it will pick up the yellow tool head, and it will print the yellow. And when that's done, it'll park the yellow and go over and maybe grab the red or the white or whatever color you're up to. So you shouldn't have nearly the poop that I had. And by the way, this was an overnight print. That's how long it took, okay? So if you're just starting out, you're new to this, and you're wondering what to get, but you know that it's something you're going to enjoy. Maybe you've tried it at a friend's house or whatever the case may be. You want it for a classroom. Our library has more than one 3D printer. You know, if it's a situation like that, jump in and get yourself a tool changer. That's the best advice that I can give you at this point. A good tool changer will save you a lot in filament. and I'm looking forward to that. It does not mean that I won't use my other machines. There is a place for them too, right? But it does mean that for more detailed prints, like this little guy, I will be using the Snapmaker. And then I ventured off and tried a new filament, which I absolutely love. I love the way this looks. I love this print. And then I started trying to get off the supports. And guess what happened? Right away, it broke off the wing. Why? The supports are just on there like so hard. I'll show you because, of course, this one is now headed for retirement. But look, you can't even wiggle them off. And this is after. This is a second attempt. This isn't even a first attempt. This is a second attempt at getting them off. So I am going to reach out and find out exactly what I did wrong because I watched a video and did all the stuff the adjustments suggested that would make the supports still work, but leave them loose enough to come off. And guys, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a waste of filament, but I'm growing in my knowledge while trying to do this. And I will come back one day and I will print this dragon and I will be able to get the supports off. But today isn't that day. So I have a big box beside me here that is full of poop, and he will go into that box. So, guys, it's not all rainbows and butterflies here in 3D print world, but fingers crossed, it's getting better with machines like the U1 that will change out the head instead of always changing out a whole bunch of filament. It also states that ones like the Kobra X, the S or the U1, and the Creator 5, and I'm sure there are other brands out there, but those are the ones that I know of at this time. Um, they will save you time also. So they're saving on your time, they're saving on your filament. Uh, what more can we ask, right? I mean, that's a lot of wasted money in this bag. But I bagged it up just to give you an idea of how much wasted money that was. So that is what has been going on. Now, what is coming soon? It seems to be ebbing and flowing. I had a big order for a bunch of laser cutting, which I got done and got sent off. And I showed you one of the signs. Um, and then now this month, it seems to be that we're getting the print orders. And I have let a couple of people know that their orders um, will take time because I want the new machine to be in. I do have a couple of things to make with some either sublimation or iron on. I'm waiting for the person to get back to me on that. And then we could maybe make a video of that. I have some cards to make for a set, which I will definitely show some of that on here. And we'll see where else the world takes us, I guess. This world of crafting, it's changing and evolving, and people are needing all kinds of things. And so, I thought I found my niche in the paper crafts, but it seems like you can't really limit yourself anymore because I have an order that contains a 3D, but the backing board is laser cut, and then they want a matching bag and they want a matching card. So it's all coming together into one world, and it's quite fascinating the way it's working. That being said, I will once again say I don't know what's coming next, but I do know that it is going to be plus 27 today, and I have some cherry trees that need some spraying. So I think I am off to help my husband do that and enjoy the week. And I will see you hopefully Friday, if not, then Saturday with another video. Take care, and I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye.